Joining me is Evan Mulholland, who predicted on the show this would happen and who on current numbers is very likely to become a new Victorian Liberal MP. Evan Mulholland, thank you so much indeed for your time. Now look, the Liberals lost badly, but in the seats where you were campaigning, representing that area where you were, some of the results are amazing. I mean, Greenvale in Melbourne's outer north, very multicultural, battlers, swing to the Liberals of 16%. In St Albans, close to the CBD, a swing of 12%. Huge swings to the Liberals in Labor's heartland. Now, you still didn't win those seats, got to acknowledge that, but should the Liberals learn something from these massive swings?
Absolutely, and there's a few key points to take out of those results here. These are a lot of the forgotten suburbs in the outer fringes. They are often forgotten by Labor and don't get many promises by either side of politics. What the Liberal Party did is the Liberal Party pre-selected candidates that look and sound like the communities they sought to represent, multicultural candidates. We had more candidates lined up at this election with the last name Singh than Smith. We had candidates that spoke multilingual languages, like our candidate Usman Ghani in Greenvale, that was able to speak to people in their language on the doors of pre-poll and on election day. But we also, for the first time ever in the seat of Greenvale, door-knocked thousands of doors, used data, spoke to people at community markets, at their shopping centres and on the polling booths about our message and about how we were going to look after their communities. So I think it's important for a lot of MPs, but also the Liberal Party in general, to take stock of the swings and not just set and forget these communities. Often we get a swing to us and forget about them till 6 weeks before election day, but work every day in the next 4 years to make sure we continue on those trends, and that's exactly what I plan to do.
So don't try so hard to look like Labor, look more like your electorate. Well, the Liberals under Matthew Guy, you did lose, so let's talk about that. The Liberals under Matthew Guy were so scared of seeming like global warming deniers that they didn't even dare criticise the promise that Labor made that it ran on high rotation in ads. It was his highest profile promise to create a government-owned state electricity commission that some are going to get rid of all coal and use wind and solar to power the state, and all this would somehow work so magically, this government scheme, that prices would go down. Look, it's all fairy tale. But what struck me is that the Liberals didn't even dare say that. They didn't dare question any of that. Is it time the Liberals stopped hiding from global warming issues and started arguing?
Look, one thing that I took out of the election that a lot of people found very exciting about the Liberal Party is the point at the election where the Liberal Party said no to the suburban rail loop and we're going to put everything into health. It gave the electorate a choice and we started having a debate. And the only debates you don't win are the ones you don't have. So I would certainly like, and I know a lot of Liberal Party members would certainly like, to see the Liberal Party have a debate on a few issues. And as incoming millennial MP, I would love to have a debate on housing, on how to have the next generation of Australians achieve the great Australian dream. We have to convince people that their best days are ahead of them, not behind them. And as a Liberal Party, we do need to focus on issues like housing, on issues like education, I think we should be having a debate about, and also the economy. There were plenty of economists out there warning that Daniel Andrews' reckless spending is causing... Well, we should be having a fight about these issues and about the SEC. We know government ownership doesn't work, and Daniel Andrews made out during the campaign that it was the Liberals that privatised all the power stations, but we know that started under Kerner. So we weren't even able to get our rebuttals in, or at least some element of the truth in there. We know that state ownership leads to bad outcomes and will leave taxpayers on the hook.
Absolutely, that's a Liberal principle. It was a Liberal decision to sell it. Why wasn't it defended? Evan Mulholland, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.